All right, so let's start from the back end here. We're going to start from 68 and roll through to 93. I think he's got a 94 tops card, like tribute type card, but he didn't play in 94, so I didn't count that one. This is just kind of like my own tops run. Like it's not the PSA register or anything because there's a few SGCs in here. I just bought the best examples from those two companies that I could come across. Of course, there's a lot more PSA examples out there, so that's why there's a lot of PSA in this one. So the 68, it's got the Jerry Kuzman, who went on to be a good player. This is a 7, and the back. See, the back center on most of the copies I saw was pretty bad. This was actually a lot better than a 7 that I sold. So I was happy enough with this one to keep it in the collection. So 68 rookie stars, Ryan Kuzman in a 7. Probably won't post prices for this video either. This is probably my favorite one. So the 69 top, second year Ryan. This is a nice looking 7 as well. Centered too. So I tried to get every copy in the collection centered. I mean, they're not all going to be 50-50, but I tried to buy examples that had good centering, and this one fit the description. It's probably 60-40 from right to left. So very respectable in the 69. Here's the 70. This is probably my second favorite one. This 70 and an 8 is centered well. The eye appeal is outstanding. That top right corner has like a little white, or this card could have probably graded an 8.5. But fantastic eye appeal on this 70. These early cards with the Mets are just cool looking. I don't really love the 71. I don't know. The maybe because the photo's so far away. I bet there's people that love this one, but it's not one of my favorites personally. So 71. This is an SGC 7. This card's got a lot of value in the higher grades. So this 7 is a respectable grade again. And then he went over to the Angels. This is one that I paid. I think I paid like, I don't know. It was a lot to get this card, maybe like $900 or something. But it's an SGC 9 from 72, and it's got great eye appeal. So I'm actually happy that this one's in the collection. So yeah, the Mets in 71. He pitched on the Mets. So 72, first year with the Angels, and that's a 9. Yeah, this is up there. This is one of my favorites for sure. Something about the 73, and this 73 just looks great. Little print dot there. That's common with this set. Centered up well. Surface is clean. The corners are sharp. I mean, about as nice as you would think a card from this era could be. Of course, there's 9s and 10s in that set out there, but that card's got to be up there at the top. 74. This image is a little blurry. I don't know if the registrations like this for all of them, but this one's a little blurry. It's in an older slab, so maybe or maybe not they graded. I think they graded the vintage easier back then. So, but here's an 8, which is a nice example. I don't think that one's as great looking as some of the other ones you'll see. This was one of the hardest ones for me to get to complete the run. It's one of the last ones I came across. I actually bought it on my slabs. And I was trying to find an 8 for the longest time, and the prices, the people just wanted like $200 more than the market, and I just didn't want to pay it. So I went and found a 7 that was centered that looks great. So I think this is a really solid 7. It's centered up like 50-50 right to left. It's got some white on the corners, which you'd expect from a 7. So definitely a nice copy there. And then here's the 76 with the hat up on the head and the hair. Here's a great looking 8. Yeah, so these all were just bought. When they came in, I kind of examined them. Found out if they were a card that I would keep for my collection. And then if they were, they stayed in. And I kind of tracked them all. I tracked every year and kind of wrote down the grade that I had for each year. But here's the 77. 78. Got some hair puffing out. Here's another 8. So I was kind of targeting 8s in this range that were centered and tried to get a good price on these ones. But the 78 with the hair. You got the 79. So we're almost into 1980, and soon there should be a shift over to Houston. Might be 81 or 82, but here's the 1980 tops. A nice centered SGC example. So I think there's only 3 SGCs in the whole run out of 26. So pretty light on those. Okay, here's the Houston card. So 1981, the first card with Houston. That's an awesome example too. The 82, this is a great looking card. Those old school Astros uniforms with the green back. I like the overall design of this set too. So the 82. 83, I was looking at 10s on this, and I think 10 prices were like 400, 425, and I just got this for like 45 bucks. I just called it a day. Found one that looked pretty nice and got an 83 and a 9. 84, this one's a 9 as well. So the 84, the 85 is up there for me. I like this set. I like the photo. Of course, it's a cool set 'cause it's got the McGuire and the Clemens, but I just like that one. The 86 is really tough. This was like 50 bucks just for a 9, and I think 10s are like $800 or $1,000 for a 10. But this one looks great. Like I say, this card could be a 10 for sure. It's got a little print mark on the surface, but that's allowed. But it is centered up. It's a centered up pup. 87. I mean, some of these 80s ones were expensive. Like these were pushing close to 90 bucks, 100 bucks to get some of these in a 10. So the 87 was one that I just recently picked up. The 88 just came in over the weekend. So that this was this and the 91 were the last 2 that I needed. So I went on to 4 Sharp Corners and got this one. So the 88, and we should be getting to Texas soon. Here's the 89, kind of a cool pitching motion for the 89. And the 1990, that one's actually off-centered. Just a little. Here's a 91. I don't think that photo's that great, really, but it's the 40th anniversary of Topps, so the 91. So we got 2 more, and it's cool as the cards go on. You see the stats are compiling on the back there, and getting towards the end of the road here in 92. There's a 92. That's tough card stock. The 92 and 93 card stock is similar. So here's a 93. So that's the run. The Topps Nolan Ryan run is a blast putting together, and now I'll probably put it in my showcase. Just it was fun putting together, and that's why I like to collect still. And it's not always all about the investments and all that stuff. But that's it. Later.